This One's Wife. As ever, Netflix is silent. Hello, I'm HG Tudor. Hitherto, and with the input from my PR expert, I highlighted the fact that Netflix doesn't give a rat's ass about This One's Wife's cookery show because they haven't promoted it. There's no big marketing campaign supporting it. It's not highlighted amongst their offerings. It's buried. And that tells you a lot about how they view This One's Wife. You'll recall that when This One's Wife took again to Instagram to tell everybody that this was the moment she had been waiting for, to look like she was taking a piss in the garden and tell you about the fact that she had a new lifestyle brand that it is now known as Ever, she was also at pains to explain that this was originated because her partner, Netflix, not only wanted to partner her with regard to content creation, they wanted to partner her in terms of business. Naturally, this is the grandiosity of the narcissist making it seem like she is this commodity that people want to access and work with. The reality is Netflix is simply performing its contractual obligations to avoid the potential for litigation and looking to recoup some of their outlay. She announced that Netflix are her partner in the business. She's announced the business as Ever. Where's Netflix's announcement? Where's Netflix explaining that, yep, we're in partnership with This One's Wife. We are also behind As Ever. You can expect As Ever appearing in those malls. Come and get your As Ever merchandise. But no, there is silence. And as a consequence of this silence, it behooved me to pick the brains of my PR expert again to say, given her experience in working with a very large and well-known streamer from the United States, what does it tell us that there is this complete radio silence from Netflix, that it's completely deafening, that there's nothing from them, that there's no press releases, there's no confirmation even from them, no even vague, we're excited to support our talent PR fluff. Nothing. Nothing. So I asked her, why is it? Why aren't they even generating a bit of fluff to support her? And my PR expert explained that any response, even a carefully worded denial, would be disastrous for them. And here's why. First of all, the legal nightmare. At the core of this debacle is a looming trademark war. As Ever NYC, an existing apparel brand, holds the rights to the name in their category. If Netflix officially confirms they are partnering with This One's Wife's As Ever, it would be solid evidence in a potential multi-million-dollar lawsuit. The second that Netflix goes on the record, issuing a press statement, giving a comment, or replying to a journalist's question, it gives As Ever NYC the ammo that they need to sue big time. Meanwhile, This One's Wife is already parading around as if the deal is locked in, putting Netflix in a lose-lose situation. If they deny involvement or contradict This One's Wife's public statement in any way, even as a minor adjustment to her wording, it damages the reputation of Netflix because it publicly embarrasses one of their highest profile names and shows the company is unable to keep their big mouth talents in check. If they confirm it, they walk straight into legal disaster. Accordingly, what's the safest move for Netflix? Say nothing. Secondly, the precedent. Netflix's reaction to This One's Wife's last PR stunt. This is not the first time that This One's Wife has pulled a rogue PR stunt without informing Netflix. When she suddenly announced her cooking show and Harry's Polo documentary last year without Netflix approval, Netflix had to begrudgingly acknowledge them. But they did so in the most passive-aggressive way possible. Instead of an enthusiastic, Netflix is thrilled to announce, the official statement was a noticeably dry, Harry and This One's Wife just announced. The subtext, We did not sign off on this, but now we're stuck with it. It was damage control, not a promotion. That This One's Wife still has not learned from this and is now dragging Netflix into another mess shows that she is wholly incapable of operating within a professional business relationship, something that has become ever so clear. 3. This One's Wife's uncontrollable PR moves equates to Netflix's worst nightmare. Netflix is used to working with actual professionals, people who follow corporate strategy, who don't jump the gun on announcements, who understand basic brand alignment. This One's Wife, on the other hand, operates like an influencer with no PR oversight. She's not using her upcoming Netflix show to promote Netflix. She's using the Netflix show to promote herself, and worse, her personal side hustle. This is the exact opposite of what Netflix wants. In a perfect world, This One's Wife's public image would boost the show and drive audiences to the platform. Instead, she's piggybacking off Netflix to launch her vanity project, making it look like Netflix is investing in her brand rather than her content. For a multi-billion-dollar company, this is the stuff of PR nightmares. Fourthly, the as-ever rollout equals PR disaster. Let's put ourselves in Netflix's position. Imagine for a moment your company was supposedly backing a massive business venture with a global celebrity. You would expect a sleek press release, a professionally shot promo campaign, a clear product announcement, some evidence of an actual functioning business. What has Netflix got instead? A weird influencer-style Instagram reel featuring This One's Wife alone selling the square root of fuck all. No website, no product catalogue, no mission statement. No accurate explanation for why her previous brand was abandoned. A potential lawsuit incoming. Accordingly, my PR expert explained, how would you respond to this as a corporation? You don't. You sit back, you watch the chaos unfold, and you pray that it fizzles out before anyone asks you to come along and clean up the mess. Fifthly, Netflix has learned its lesson and it's now cutting its losses. At this point, Netflix has every reason to distance itself as much as possible from This One's Wife's antics. Her projects have become PR headaches, underwhelming in performance and plagued by self-inflicted chaos. Would Netflix love to drop her entirely? Possibly. But they can't without backlash, i.e. litigation. The best option? Let the contract run out, stay quiet and hope she implodes on her own. And judging by the as-ever mess, she's well on her way to that happening. Netflix aren't staying silent because they don't know what to say. My PR expert is very clear indeed that Netflix remains silent because anything they say will make things worse. As always, driven by her narcissism, This One's Wife is, as ever, her own worst enemy. I'm HG Tudor. Thank you for listening.